Normally the Irish are the second team out, but Michigan apparently has refused to follow that tradition. They've changed things around, and the Wolverines are just now gathering in the tunnel to make their entrance. So already a crimp thrown in the tradition here in this rivalry in which anything can happen. And Notre Dame, to the surprise of the sellout crowd here, coming onto the field first. A little one-upsmanship,
You know, Tom, there's been so much bad blood between these two teams over the years, and it starts even before they get on the football field this time around.
As we look at the opening game of these two teams, a little atypical for Notre Dame and Michigan football teams in that the passing attacks were the most effective.
You're looking at the key guy right there for Michigan, Todd Collins. This offense has had problems with injuries. Tyrone Wheatley out, Walter Smith out, Joe Marinaro, their top offensive guard out. So now all the pressure. If Michigan is going to go on and win a Big Ten championship, if they're going to go on and win a national championship perhaps, Todd Collins has to come up absolutely huge.
The Wolverines biding their time. They've been told to come out, and yet they refuse to do it. They're still playing the sight game on Notre Dame. The Wolverines with those distinctive helmets, and head coach Gary Moeller still nowhere in sight. Maybe he's holding up things, and maybe on purpose. I don't know. They're playing a little mind game right now with the Irish, and here come the Wolverines. Is checking his watch. He's going to have none of this. John Dockery, what's been going on down there?
Thank you, Tom. Let me tell you what happened, okay? There's a new NCAA rule that was enacted last year. If there is a dispute, then the home team has to come out first. There was a dispute here today. I asked Gary Moeller why. He said, well, there have been incidents in the tunnel. We prefer not to be in there with Notre Dame because of what happened before. To me, it's what you said, Chris and Tom, a little gamesmanship. This chess match in cleats is beginning, because you and I both know how teams are creatures of habit. They love to stay on schedule, and Gary Moeller just threw the Irish off schedule. Never before, in recent history anyhow, have I remembered the Irish coming out first. They prefer to be second, so the gamesmanship has already begun even before the kickoff. Back to you guys.
Paulus fakes it to him, evades the rush, and finds Zenkewicz at the 20-yard line. Did you say poise? He lies in this formation. Miller's not much there as he tries the center of the line, gets only a couple of yards. That time, the rush defense of the Wolverines ready, led by Trent Zenkewicz. Paulus keeps. Not much. Thrown back for the center of the Wolverine defense. Just inside the 15-yard line. Kerwin Waldrop, outside linebacker, redshirt sophomore from Chicago, was the man that collared Paulus on the option. Paulus 2 for 2 so far. He'll go to the air here. And he throws it away. Steve Morrison put the pressure on Paulus. He heaved it out of bounds. And on fourth down, the Irish will send their field goal unit out. So Stefan Strothner, the senior place kicker, will attempt the first of his career. Former walk-on from Honolulu. Soccer player. This is a 32-yard attempt. Up and through. Stefan Strothner with a 32-yard field goal gives the Irish the lead. Holtz's club took the opening kickoff. He'll go up 3-0. Taken by Seth Smith. Smith gets a couple of blocks and he breaks clear. Smith with Irish in pursuit all the way into Notre Dame territory, the 48-yard line, where Mark Edwards saves a touchdown. 37 yards for Smith on the return. Lou Holtz was afraid of the big play, and especially his kick coverage bothered him coming into the game.
Well, he better start kicking away from this young man. In high school, he returned 11 punts for touchdowns, has 4.35 speed. That is rocket kind of speed in college football, and that kid can fly.
Holtz was saying they were set to defend the return up the middle, and Smith went all the way across the field to the opposite sideline that time. Good return. His first pass complete to Shea Foster, and Foster spun down after a gain of 4. Action pass. Rolls and delivers to a wide open Riemersma. And he's run out of bounds close to the 20-yard line of the Irish. Riemersma, the former Michigan quarterback. He had rotator cuff problems and so was converted from quarterback to tight end this spring. Makes a 24-yard reception. Quarterback to quarterback.
You know, after all those years of sitting in the meetings together and going over it, I'm sure these two guys are having a ball out there playing toss and catch. Riemersma with a nice catch. He was going to get hit on the play, but he's not afraid. A big guy, 250 pounds.
Was the case to start the game last week. Both Davis and Beckham struggling carrying the football. Foster with the catch, stopped short of the first down. Good open field tackle made on Foster, again by the linebacker, Jeremy Naw. Picked it up after it was blocked by Notre Dame. He caught it in the air, and he might have a first down. This could be a huge break for Michigan. Foster caught the blocked field goal in the air and then lunged forward and could have a first down. What a play. He's explaining it to Lou Holtz, I believe.
The kick was blocked. The kick was recovered behind the line in advance. We will measure for a first down.
Absolutely incredible.
And he's got it. He's got it. You talk about the luck of the Irish. What about the Wolverines? Watch this play.
I believe it was Bobby Taylor, the former basketball player, number 21, that got the initial block. Now Foster's going to pick it out of midair. He's the fullback and was able to catch it behind the line of scrimmage. That was the key. And then, like a true fullback, plowed ahead for the first down. Great play by Taylor, but a greater play by Shea Foster.
Biakabutuka is in the lineup for the first time. He lines up at tailback, replacing Davis. Hold up the middle. Touchdown. On a bizarre Michigan drive.
And I don't mean to tell Gary Moeller his business, but Biakabutuka is a better back than Ed Davis.
Is that obvious?
Well, I watched the whole game last week.
Extra points up and through by Hamilton. And the Michigan Wolverines salvaging an apparent blocked field goal and turning it into a first down. Get a 9-yard touchdown scamper from touchdown Tim Biakabutuka. And the Wolverines take a 7-3 lead in the first quarter on the Irish. Take it to Beckham. Ball up to the middle. On target to Mays. Garrett Mays cuts to the outside for the end zone. At the 1-foot line. Touchdown. Beckham.
Pretty easy completion. Good poise. Brian Leahy almost tripped him up, but Paulus not to be denied.
Been stopped by Michigan today. Only one Irish punt in their last possession. Late handoff to Becton. Only a couple of yards. Wolverine defense led by Dion Johnson. Handoff to Zeller. Twisting and turning with Jarrett Irons wrapped around his legs. Irons then got some help and took Zellers down short of the first down. coach in history, coached at Tennessee and Notre Dame. And on 3rd and short, Sellers is wrapped up by Morrison and Price. And warmed up by taking 192 against the Bengals last week. Here's the pitch to Becton. Backed up by the Michigan defense. Becton fumbled the football. Fumble, Michigan recovers. Clarence Thompson made the fumble recovery.
Clarence Thompson made an interception last week, comes up with another big turnover now. Becton told us yesterday that he was not as comfortable running to the left as he was to the right because he didn't like to carry the ball in his left hand. That time in his left hand, had it stripped. Big play for Michigan.
Let's go to John Dockery. Turnover by the Irish this season puts Michigan in scoring opportunity. Biakabutuka took one tackler and then is ridden down inside the Irish 15. John? All right, I'm not so sure it was negligence on Becton's part as it was a great play by Clarence Thompson to just rip the football away. Biakabutuka tripped up the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a yard or so. It'll bring up a third. Biakabutuka tries the corner, hit and driven back, short of the first down. And now the attempt by Hamilton will be from 33 yards.
Good clutch kick.
So Brian Hamilton, the sophomore, boots it through. And after the turnover, the Wolverines go for the tying field goal. He acquired jersey number 3, worn by Joe Theismann, and Rick Meyer disappeared in his locker. No one claims responsibility. Becton with a 4 or 5 yard gain before he's tackled by Steve Morrison. Option play. Paulus Keeps cuts up. Inside the 45 to the 43. Irish have hit him for 10 points in the first half. We have a 10-10 game. On 3rd down. First sack of the season for the Wolverines. And it's Trevor Price, the sophomore from Castleberry, Florida, who replaced Matt Dyson in the starting lineup today. His 4th career start.
Well, Price last year started 3 games as a true freshman. Had 10 sacks his senior year in high school. There was a lot of pressure on him today. He had to take the place of Matt Dyson. Really, there was plenty of time here. Paulus, opportunity to look around, and then finally Trevor Price got him.
All right, we're 10-10 at halftime. Let's go to Hannah Storm now for our Prudential Update report.